doesn't even tell you your
heart rate.
Not electric.
Not electric.
Guys, Jason Momoa and the band just turned up.
Watch. Hey, band.
Hi, Kenny. Hi, Mike. Hi, Jason. Well, let's stop talking about watches. Do you know what I mean? It's not really that interesting anymore now that these guys are here.
Well, in studio, joining us next.
Öof Tatatá.
How are you?
We are not alone. We are joined in studio by Öof Tatatá. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hi. Yeah, straight into the mic, Jason.
Sorry.
Get a little bit closer. Sorry, I've got to teach him.
Hold his hand.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I will if I have to.
Jason,
I can't
Mike.
even hear you in my headphones.
Yeah. No. Push the red button.
Yeah.
And then twist that.
Bass players, hey guys. Jeez.
Is that on?
Yeah, no, see, it doesn't work.
Oh, this
that's
light's
not
not
on.
on. Okay, we'll fix Jason's headphones.
Okay, so
this is terribly embarrassing.
That's not a Jason issue.
But you guys are about to do 5 shows around New Zealand?
6. No?
6?
Yeah. Maybe a little more.
So far.
Depending on how it goes.
Depending on how it goes.
Yeah.
It's going to go great.
Well, I've already seen you guys before. I came to Tuning Fork when you played a few months back.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Not for me. No. It was trash, honestly. I tried to boycott this interview just to be like, no, it's bad. No, it was amazing. So we're going to chat with you guys very soon about the band, the show, and all good things.
Sabrina Carpenter, Bedcam, ZM. It's Sabrina Carpenter, Bedcam on ZM. Fletch, Vaughan and Hayley. It's 19 minutes away from 7.
Joining us in studio. These are words, and I'm speaking them. Jason Momoa, Mike Hayes, Kenny Dale, Öof Tatatá. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for inviting us finally.
Jason, you'll be used to early mornings because you're working on film sets.
Yes.
But Mike, Kenny, not so much. Rock and roll boys with kids.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm up any time of the day or night with 3 children.
We've dragged you in nice and early. Now, you guys are playing 6 shows around New Zealand, but as I mentioned before, I came to the Tuning Fork, which is such an amazing venue. Like it's like a small venue. You're doing a bit bigger now, eh? You're doing Power Station.
Power Station, which we heard was amazing.
Oh,
It's
have you
amazing.
been yet?
No, we haven't been.
Haven't seen it.
Everyone keeps raving about it. So
It's
we're
iconic,
excited.
yeah.
The early 2000s was the power station's heyday, and it hosted the most amazing array of bands on the way up.
Yeah.
It was like, I've seen, who have we seen at the power station? I've seen NoFX at the power station.
Oh, wow.
When they came, one of their last tours, last times they came here, it's a hell of a venue. It's got
I
a
think
lot
I've
of
had
history.
nights at the power station where I've been told I've been at the power station. No real.
And then you walk out of the
recollection.
power station, you see it surrounded by like townhouses, and you're like, these poor people.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm just waiting for my Uber.
These poor people.
But you guys, Öof Tatatá, how did you come together? Because you've been friends for years.
Yeah.
Like a long time.
I actually used to watch these guys in Hollywood. So Mike used to both of them used to work at Guitar Center, and I went in there and wanted to start learning how to play guitar. I was like 26 around the time. And then I met Mike, and I went in there kind of wanting to learn how to play blues, like Bottleneck Slide, Robert Johnson's Son House stuff. He's a huge Son House fan, and Robert Johnson. And then we connected over the Chili Peppers. And so the two between blues and the Peppers, we kind of like formed, and then he basically taught me how to play guitar. I met Kenny, and both of them have taught my children. They taught them drums, and so I would go watch them at shows, and that's like they were just my friends.
Mike, when 26-year-old Jason Momoa walked in and you were like, this guy's already good looking and big and brown and beautiful, were you like, you don't get to have a guitar as well?
Yeah, you
don't
can't
get, sorry dude, you don't get rock and roll. And then he takes off on his motorbike and you're like, I'm going to try one of those as well. He's got too much. Don't let him learn that.
No, I had no idea who he was.
Oh, that's
right.
good. That's
I had
nice.
big old dreads.
That was,
too. I
Stargate
I
Atlantis.
had big old
Yeah.
dreads. No one knew who the fuck I was. I was a predator. That's all.
He was skinny, too. He was skinny. He was tall, but he was
You
skinny.
look, Jason. You just mentioned this before. You're doing some crazy cleans. You look skinny now. What's the
I lost
trick?
like 30 pounds. In about 32 pounds in about 16 days now.
I just said to our producer, I was like, get the boy a scone. We can't be having that.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
a
almost done.
growing man. We need you to have some carbohydrates.
Trust me, I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I feel like learning guitar at 26 is hard though, because and learning blues, because I learned piano my whole life, but I learned classical, darling, Chopin and Bach and the likes. And then people would always be like, let's have a jam, and I'm like so rigid. Whereas like blues is so loose and kind of like, you gotta vibe with it.
Well, that's the great thing about Jason's artistry is that when he puts his mind to it, it literally happens like that.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do it so bad, and that's what. And when he came in, he was like, "I want to learn Son House. I want to Robert Johnson, but I don't know how to play guitar." And I was like, "Sweet," you know what I mean? Like that's the stuff you really
I didn't even know how to
learn.
play chord, but I could play slide. So I kind of learned everything back asswards. As like kind of an actor, you always like crash course. You're gonna learn how to be. You're gonna have the best teacher. You're gonna learn all this, because you only have 2 weeks to get ready for a role. So that's just kind of how we learn. Like, I wouldn't know how to, at the time, I didn't know how to play a fucking bar chord.
Can I ask, did you teach, because when I saw the you guys at Tuning Fork, there was one move, Jason, that you did on the bass. Because you're on the bass, Kenny, you're on the drums, and Mike, you do vocals and guitar. And there's one move that I don't know if you taught Jason how to do this, but it sent the room crazy. And I think it was at the start of a Metallica song, and Jason, you had your middle finger, I'm going to say, hooked in a come hither motion. And I'm just going to say that's how I could describe it best. It's sort of hooked like in a come. No, it was just one. It was just the middle. No, just there.
Like that.
It was hooked like that.
So not straight like you're pulling the finger, sort of a...
Hooked in like a come hither motion, sort of like that. And you were sort of sliding it down the neck like that. And I tell you, it really sent some of the room crazy. Did you teach Jason that, or Jason, did you come up with that on your own?
Of course,
This is Mike Hayes taught me everything I know.
Mike Hayes, the dark horse over there. No one's got 3 kids. He can't keep her off him.
We call him Mike Dick and Rib. So.
It was interesting, the crowd, though, because you've got like kind of a metal crowd, like a rock and roll crowd, a heavy crowd, and then definitely some pretty jazzed up ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably what a Taylor Swift concert sounds like when I'm back there on the drums. Like, there's so many girls. In Florida, I think I was very curious what it would sound like to hear just the ladies scream.
Oh, yeah.
So it's intense.
You could do
the
like
ladies
a just...
like Jason Momoa.
We got him
sure.
to take his shirt off now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even notice when you did that. I was too focused on the music.
I mean, I thought I did something cool, and just the place erupts.
Yeah.
Like I've never said. I was like, wow, I must have did. And then I look over, and he's got his shirt halfway off.
Yeah. You're
Whatever.
like, that's what's happening
I
here.
really thought I did something cool. Nope. Jason took his shirt off.
Kenny, speaking of cool, you look very cool when you play the drums.
Thanks.
And I always
Super
think,
cool.
like cool. It's like a cool vibe. And I learned the
cool.
drums for a few years when I was a teenager because I was like, I wanted to be in a band and I couldn't learn guitar. It was too hard. So I was like, I'll learn the drums. But I'm left-handed.
I am too.
Are you?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
How do you make it look cool? Because usually drums have got the
No,
cool...
I just play it right-handed.
Oh, yeah,
I play
that's
the
why.
I play the right-handed way. But
So
I am left-handed, yeah.
If you, sorry, these guys aren't musicians. Let me just translate.
Hey, well, we played Rock Band on the Xbox.
Guitar Hero doesn't
We did
count.
Freebird, the one you had to unlock.
Yeah, right.
13-minute live version of
Yeah.
Freebird.
Yeah, but usually, like drummers look cool because they cross their hands like
Sure.
you do, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure it out. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I look kind of.
There's
a bit
things that
lame.
there's things if I'm trying to learn a song and I can't figure out the flow of it, like the change from playing the beat to going into the like a fill or something like that. I have to stop and remind myself I'm left-handed, and then start it with my left hand. I'm like, oh, there we go. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Which is interesting. Sometimes I get really frustrated and I have to remember that I'm left-handed, so I need to start it with my left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have a fellow left-hander in the studio.
Okay, well, as you guys mentioned, playing some shows around New Zealand. I'm going to come back next. We'll give you the dates, and we've got some tickets to give away.
Oh, we do.
We've tickets to a double pass to each show around the country next.
I finally had my way, and we've got a rock and roll band in the studio. I know. Don't get me wrong. I love my Taylor Swift Tuesdays. You know, I had a lot of fun.
Every Tuesday, baby.
And every time I suggest we play some Metallica, you say no. So we've got the next best thing, Öof Tatatá in studio. And you guys are playing a bunch of shows around New Zealand this weekend, Labour weekend, Auckland on Friday, Corriglen Tavern, which is amazing, on Sunday, and then Saturday 2nd in Rotorua, Friday 8th Christchurch, Saturday 9th Wellington, so far.
Yeah, so St James Theatre in Wellington,
So
James
good.
Hay Theatre in Christchurch, the Energy Events Centre in Rotorua, Corriglen Tavern this Sunday, and Power Station, as you mentioned, on Friday in Auckland. Now, tickets are at Ticketmaster, but if you would like to win a double pass, we've got one to give away for each show. Just text OOF.
OOF.
Yeah, OOF. To
If you text 3 O's, it won't work.
Yeah, it won't work. It won't work. And after the OOF, text the location, the
After
ticket
the oof.
that you want tickets for, e.g. Auckland or Corriglen, and we'll draw out a double pass for each one.
Okay, we're going to...
You picked a hell of a weekend to play at Corriglen. Like, it's
Yeah.
this the long weekend. What's the American long weekend that kicks off summer?
It's Memorial Day. Yeah.
Memorial Day.
Yeah,
Memorial
it's
Day. This
us.
is kind of our Memorial Day. It's the long weekend that tells us that summer's on the, summer's here.
Yeah. Well, we're going to keep chatting with Öof Tatatá next. Who are we playing? Becky Hill. ZM.
So
He's doing
Fletch's
my
whole
job.
Yeah,
Why
I
are you
know,
doing
I
my
like to do your
job?
job sometimes.
How rude.
This is
Wow.
Becky Hill. Fletch, Vaughan, Hayley. Laugh out loud. A ZM.
All right, here we go. Hayley, you good? Here we go.
Crayfish butter.
Becky Hill on ZM, Fletch, Vaughan, and Hayley. 3 minutes away from 7.
Öof Tatatá in studio. Hey, can I ask you guys, because you don't have an opening band, do you?
No.
Oh yeah, we have Uncle
We got
playing.
Tito.
Yeah, we got Uncle Tito.
Tito.
Because I thought I'd just slide in that I'm actually also in a band, but we play. I think it would be a good fit. We play exclusively downbeat covers of System of a Down. We're called System of a Lounge.
Sweet.
Yeah, and it's we're pretty
Are you
good.
being for real?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
We're also a 3-piece.
What do you play?
I play the keys and I sing, and I've got a guitar. Oh yeah, I've got the same guitar, a cork guitar, which I know that you played in a film. But it's pretty cool, man, playing the guitar. It's pretty.
I'd be
pretty rock
interested
and
in that
roll.
for sure.
Guitar's hot.
Yeah.
The guitar is not hot, Mike. That's a lie, and I know that you're being kind.
We're gonna
here.
make it hot though.
Yeah,
We're bringing the
I don't
shit.
know, Jason.
2025
It's just
is going to
so
be the
much-
year of the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so much easier to not have to relearn a new instrument when you spent your life playing piano. To just go click
Right,
your
no,
wrist around like that and do it.
It was Frankie Goes to Hollywood that was
I think so.
sort of the guitar
I think so.
flagpole,
Yeah, well,
right?
it's back for It's back
40
in a really
years
hot-
later,
in a hot,
Frankie
sexy
Goes
rock
to
and roll
Hollywood's
way.
back.
Thank you.
Relax.
I've been told we've got to wrap it up, guys, but thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Absolutely.
Go and see Öof Tatatá, or
Yep.
we're giving away tickets.
Yeah, Ticketmaster for the tickets. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us, man.
Mwah.
Mwah.